All right, so previously on the adventure, our heroes finally made it to the city of Fellingport after going through the long farmers road on the way to the capital city. Horatio brings them there, hires them rather, and offers them 500 gold apiece for keeping his caravan safe. And they were able to fend off a bunch of bandits and are joined by this little goblin called Keck. We start now with the portcullis of the gate rolling upwards slowly here with a slight with a screeching sort of with the metal of the gate grating against the machinery, and you guys enter with the caravan, Keck hiding among the grain. You go into the city and you see this giant bustling city, I guess. Sorry, couldn't think of anything else. This giant bustling city where you see a lot of people moving around, carrying grain, selling things. You've basically never been to a city as big as this. Besides Zephandir, who's from the Democlesian Empire, you guys are not used to a city of this size. Horatio talks to a few merchants, whispers a few things, and is pointed in the direction of where he needs to go. So as you look through the city, you see a lot of, you notice that this area seems to be the relatively poorer area of the city. And it's quite heavily guarded because it's close to the gate. Horatio then brings you guys to the merchant district. And
so we can buy stuff?
Yeah, you guys can. So Horatio brings you guys to the merchant district where he says, "All right, everyone, just wait here for a little bit. I'm going to talk to the guy and get you your money and pay you, and you can be on your way. So come back in an hour." So you guys are in the merchant district right now, and you guys have an hour to kill before Mercutio returns to give you your money. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? Well, Jagrick, you can go first.
Okay, merchant district.
Yeah. Anything specific you look
What
for?
do I need to roll so that I can ask around about that army that kid warned us about, if there's any news that reached here already?
I'd like you to make an investigation roll.
Okay.
Add your intelligence.
Okay. That's a 10.
Out of 10, you go around town and everyone seems to be completely oblivious to it. They're instead talking about the latest fashion trends and about you being a dragon and asking if you cook your meat with your own breath before you eat it.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems to be what you hear in the hour while you were going around asking for information.
Okay.
Zephandir, it's your turn.
Is there first of all, how do people take my presence there? Like, for them, are tieflings no big deal?
In the merchant district, at least, where it seems that their primary concern is whether you can afford to buy their things, they seem to be okay with you. They don't notice the horns, or if they do, they sort of just pass it by because they've probably dealt with more unsavory types.
Okay. Can I look through the merchant stalls and see if any are selling scrolls, ritual magic scrolls that I can inscribe into my spell book?
So you come across this merchant stall. It seems like it's just a very small stall. I guess it's around 6 by 8.
Cool.
And you see a sort of withered old man selling parchment and ink. He goes, "Hello there, young man. What can I get you today?"
Are you selling any ritual magics that I can inscribe into my spell book?
"I sell components. I myself am not a mage and cannot inscribe the magic, but I can sell you components for if you ever learn spells."
All right, then I guess I'm just wandering the markets.
All right.
I'll follow Jagrick around because I don't want to be caught alone.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Sariel, is there anything specific you'd like to do in the merchant district before?
I want to look at some of the instruments, like if there are any secondhand antique instruments, just to make sure none of them are mine.
Oh, okay.
Just as like a habit that I do whenever I see like people selling instruments.
That's kind of sad, actually. But all right, yeah, like you see lutes and harps. You see people playing instruments on the street. But in terms of that, when you go around antique stores, you don't see your own instrument.
Okay. So I guess for the rest of the time, I just want to be like performing in the corner.
Okay, so you basically put a bucket down or something, or you
Yeah.
put a hat down and you start singing.
Yeah.
I'd like you to make a performance check.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an amazing.
So that's 9 plus 9.
18. So you're a fairly new face in the city that no one's ever seen, and you sing this very rousing tune, and you brighten people's spirits, and they basically toss around. They toss 21 gold into your hat. So you spend the next hour trying to make an extra buck, and I'd like to pass it on to Adela.
I am following Serial, and I'm gonna check if there is a generally big crowd to see if I can pickpocket anyone.